Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Navigating the waters of love and relationships can be, well, let's just say it, trickier than explaining to my dog Portia why she can't eat off the table. So today, we're diving into the world of subtle signs, those little hints that a special someone might just see you as more than a friend. Get ready for She's Into You. 5 subtle signs a girl likes you more than a friend. We're talking about those telltale signals that often get lost in translation, because let's face it, sometimes girls can be a little hard to read. 1, she goes out of her way, and then some. All right, first up, let's talk about effort. Effort is one of those things that can be easily overlooked but is incredibly telling. It's the small, consistent actions that often speak the loudest. Now, we all have busy lives, right? Work, school, binge-watching our favorite shows, the important stuff. We juggle so many responsibilities and distractions that it can be hard to find time for anything else. But when a girl is interested, she'll move mountains, or at least rearrange her schedule to spend time with you. She'll find those little pockets of time that she can dedicate to you, even if it means sacrificing her own leisure or comfort. And I'm not just talking about grabbing coffee if you happen to be in the same neighborhood. No, it's much more than that. It's about making intentional plans and going out of her way to see you. I'm talking about driving across town in rush hour after a long day, just to catch a glimpse of your smiling face. Imagine the effort it takes to navigate through traffic, the patience required, and the sheer determination to make it happen. Or maybe she suggests trying that new restaurant you mentioned, even though it's totally out of her way. She's willing to explore new places and experiences just because you showed interest in them. These are signs, my friends, that you're a priority in her book. When someone goes out of their way to make you feel special, it's a clear indication of how much they value you. She's willing to go the extra mile, and that's something worth noticing. It's these gestures, big and small, that show her genuine interest and commitment. So pay attention to the effort she puts in because it speaks volumes about her feelings for you. 2, she's basically the queen of hey you. Next, let's talk about communication, or more specifically, who's initiating it. Now, I'm all for equal opportunity texting, but when a girl consistently reaches out first, whether it's a quick good morning text or she's sharing a funny meme she knows you'll appreciate, it's a good sign. She's thinking about you, even when you're not physically together. And it's not just texting either. Maybe she's the one who suggests grabbing lunch or catching a movie. The point is, she's making an effort to stay connected, and that speaks volumes. 3, she remembers everything, seriously everything. Okay, this one's a biggie, paying attention to the details. When a girl is truly interested in you, she doesn't just listen. She absorbs. Every word, every nuance, every little thing you say becomes a part of her mental archive. Those little things that most people wouldn't even register, let alone remember. Like the way you prefer your eggs cooked, or that quirky habit you have of tapping your foot when you're deep in thought. Well, when a girl is into you, she becomes a walking, talking encyclopedia of all things you. She notices the smallest details, like the way your eyes light up when you talk about your passions or the subtle changes in your mood. She remembers that you prefer your coffee black, no sugar. Not just because you mentioned it once, but because she cares enough to remember your preferences. She knows you're a die-hard fan of that obscure indie band nobody else has heard of. She might even surprise you with tickets to their next gig, just because she knows how much it means to you. She even remembers the story you told her about that time you accidentally wore mismatched socks to school in the 3rd grade. It's not just a funny anecdote to her. It's a piece of your history that she cherishes. It's like she's filed away every little detail about you in a special compartment in her brain labeled important stuff. She keeps track of your likes, dislikes, and even your dreams and fears. And trust me, that compartment is reserved for people who matter. When a girl remembers everything about you, it's her way of showing that you are significant in her life. It's her way of saying, you matter to me. 4, green-eyed monster, more like green-eyed giveaway. Now, This next one can be a little tricky, but it's often a dead giveaway: jealousy. Jealousy is a complex emotion that can manifest in various ways, and it's not always the dramatic, possessive kind you see in movies. Sometimes it's much more subtle, almost imperceptible. But if you know what to look for, you can spot it. I'm not talking about the possessive, over-the-top kind of jealousy. No, what we're focusing on here are those small, almost hidden signs that someone might be feeling a bit insecure or threatened. These signs can be fleeting, like a quick glance or a momentary change in expression, but they can tell you a lot about what's going on beneath the surface. No, I'm talking about those subtle hints of green that peek through when you mention other girls. It's in the way her eyes might dart away for a second, or how her smile doesn't quite reach her eyes. These are the moments when her true feelings might slip through, even if she's trying to hide them. Maybe her smile fades a little when you talk about your new lab partner, or perhaps she becomes a bit quieter when you mention a female friend. These reactions might seem minor, but they can be significant indicators of how she feels. Or she casually asks a few too many questions about that friend you bumped into at the grocery store. It's not just curiosity. It's a way of gauging how much attention you're giving to someone else. She might want to know more details than usual, probing gently but persistently. It's not that she doesn't want you to have other friends. It's more about her own insecurities and fears. She might worry that she doesn't measure up or that she could be replaced. These feelings are natural and very human. It's just that she can't help but feel a twinge of something when you shift your attention elsewhere. This twinge is a mix of fear and longing, a desire to be reassured that she still holds a special place in your life. It's a vulnerable feeling, one that she might not even fully understand herself. It's natural, it's human, and it often means she cares more than she's letting on. Recognizing these signs can help you understand her better and address any underlying insecurities. By being attentive and reassuring, you can strengthen your bond and show her that she has nothing to worry about. 5. Compliments. She's basically your personal hype woman. Last but not least, let's talk about compliments. Now, everyone appreciates a good compliment now and then, right? But when a girl is crushing on you, the compliments flow more freely than free samples at Costco. She notices your new haircut, even if it's just a trim. She tells you that you have a great laugh, even if it's a little snorty. She even compliments your taste in music, even if she secretly thinks your favorite band is a little too out there. The point is, she's looking for reasons to make you feel good about yourself, and that's a pretty clear sign that she's got it bad. So, is she into you? Well, there you have it. 5 subtle signs that a girl might just see you as more than a friend. Remember, everyone expresses their feelings differently, so these signs might not always be foolproof. But if you're picking up on these vibes, it might be time to take a leap of faith and see where things go. Who knows? You might just be surprised by what you find. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more relationship advice, funny stories, and maybe even a dance break or two. Thanks for watching, everybody.